The camera is officially rolling.
All right. So. All right. So. Anderson, is the stream working? Like, is OBS updated yet, or?
Looks like OBS is good.
All right, everybody. And we're starting now, I guess. Welcome to the first ever Vancouver Students Hackathon ever. We're very delighted to have you join. Now, first of all, Pearson, you wanna?
Am I doing this one? Okay. So we acknowledge that though we are holding this event online, we work, live, and play on the unceded traditional territories of the Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, and I'm terribly sorry, Coquitlam, and Tsleil-Waututh people, Tsleil-Waututh nations.
All right. So, for the start of the opening ceremony, we're going to briefly introduce ourselves, are the MCs, and we're also going to introduce some representatives for coding clubs across Greater Vancouver. So, I'm going to start with myself. My name is Vincent. I'm from Churchill's Bulldog Computer Club, and yeah, this is me, I guess. Anderson, you want to go?
Yeah, sure. I'm Anderson. I'm from the John Oliver Coding Club, and yeah, this has been a blast to organize. Vincent, is there supposed to be webcams?
Oh, is there?
It doesn't work because there's like 125 people here.
Yeah, sorry y'all, we're having some technical issues.
Is it not on the... Oh.
We'll live without it. And Serena?
Hey everyone, I'm Serena Chen. I'm a grade 11 student from UHO Secondary and the leader of the UHO Club.
Hello, I guess I just got
Serena?
I'm Devin from Burnaby Central, and I'm excited for this event. I hope this is memorable for you guys as much as it is for me.
Hello.
Is there anyone from Burnaby North here?
Nope. All right.
If not, then we'll move on.
Schools want to introduce themselves?
Yeah, sure, I'll go. Hello everyone, I'm Tyler. I go to Eric Hamber Secondary School, and I hope you guys all really enjoyed this event. We've been working hard on organizing this for the past month or so, and we hope you guys have a blast. So good luck on your projects.
Yeah, I'm Andre, and I'm also from Churchill, and hello. You can ask me questions or anything about stuff.
All right. So, moving on, we're going to speak a bit about the event. So, now, Serena, you want to do this one?
For sure. So what is a hackathon? A hackathon is also a competition. So we value creativity, practicality, design, and theme. So is your project unique? Is it a copy from someone else? Is your project realistic to implement? Do you think your project will actually be used for its target audience? And then for unclutter your GUI, make the project simple to understand. A good logo and a banner is a plus. So we will be giving extra points to projects that relate to the theme. So for several of these points, all you need to do is explain them well in your final video. How you explain things in the video is more important than the actual content.
All right.
So I just want to say that this is a hackathon, so we are giving you the freedom to build whatever you want, all right? So we've mentioned a GUI, you could build a website, but you have that freedom to build anything you like, and we'll go over that in more detail later.
Yeah. And now on to some important rules, because just because you have the freedom to build anything doesn't mean that it's like ethical. So obviously, plagiarizing code is a big no. But this doesn't mean that you can't use someone else's code. It just means that if you do use it and they have a license that requires you to attribute them, you have to do it because it's good practice for contributing to open source code. Another thing we have to remind you is that you are not allowed to use any code that you have created before the end of this ceremony. So unfortunately, if you've written anything before this, we are not accepting that. However, if you do came up with an idea before this opening ceremony, we welcome you to use that. Another thing is you cannot have someone who is not part of your team write code for you. This includes adults, mentors, and other students who are not registered as your team. We will have a team building event later, so stay tuned for that. And lastly, we do not want you making anything illegal. This includes like something that harasses people. If it's phishing, if it's malware, please don't make this. I think the last point is common sense. So just remember, we need to abide by these rules if you want to participate. Moving on, Anderson, you want to do this one?
So, vsHacks is going to be held over several days. Obviously, we're starting today on Friday, and you're going to have to submit your final project by 8 o'clock on Tuesday, and the closing ceremony will be this Wednesday. So, in between, then, we have the weekend and Monday, and there's going to be a lot of events and workshops that we'll go over shortly.
Anderson, I think your mic died, or like something died.
Testing? Does this work?
Yep, that's good.
Did you hear what I said?
It might be just for me.
Yep, we did.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. And yep, there's just to reiterate, there will be plenty of workshops and games hosted throughout the course of this hackathon. Now moving on to workshops and events.
Okay.
So throughout the length of this competition, as you may know, we're going to be hosting a few workshops that can help you guide you through the hackathon and can teach you on stuff that you could potentially make. Now today, we're only hosting one workshop, and that is how to get you started with. So we highly recommend you attend this workshop, even if you already have an idea, or even if you have a, because we just want to reiterate some of the stuff, and we might have different rules and ideas as previous hackathons you might have attended.
Especially
Tomorrow,
if this is your first hackathon. If you have any, if you have any questions about what you should be doing, come to this event.
I don't think
Yes.
people can hear you.
Sorry?
Generally, I could be sitting.
It's fine for me.
Uh,
Yeah, we can hear you.
can we have a
here.
Oh.
mic check?
I think we can
This
hear
is-
you. I think Andre, it might just be your headset.
It's just Anderson who I can't hear right now.
Yeah, I think the mic is a bit unclear, but it should be fine. Got that stereotypical military radio. Yeah, that's a bit good way to describe it. Anyway, getting back. Tomorrow we will be hosting also just before we move on, the how to start your hackathon project will also be our team building exercise. So if you don't have a team or would like to find more team members, we highly encourage you to attend this event as well. Now tomorrow we will be learning about how to use Git, how to collaborate with team members. Is this a thing? Okay, ignore the how to collaborate with team members. How to build Discord. Oh wait, okay. Excuse me, but the second one should be how to work with REPL.it. So how to like work live with team members.
We'll post a photo echo later.
What we're doing for that one is we're being sponsored by REPL, and they have a really nice editor that allows you to work on your project with your teammates at the same time.
Yeah,
so we're
in
going
real
to
time.
elaborate on how to use
It's
that.
really useful for. Now we're moving on. The next workshop we're going to be hosting is how to build a Discord bot. So if you want to submit a Discord bot as your hackathon project, we highly recommend you attend this workshop. We also have how to make a video game. So if you're making a video game, we encourage you to watch that one, and how to make a website. So these are the big three. On Sunday, we have Discord bots and web development continued, and these would just be extensions of what we learned the previous day. So we recommend you check both of them out. By the way, workshops will be recorded, so if you miss it, no big deal. You can just watch the recording. And on Sunday, at the end, we're going to be learning something a bit fancy, and it's how to use AI to detect objects. Now, I know this workshop isn't for many of you, but for those that do want to use AI to detect things for their project, we encourage you to join this one. We will, at the end of this event, we will also be talking to GPT-3, which is basically a super advanced AI chatbot. We highly encourage you to join that one as well. And on Monday, our last workshop will be how to prepare your final project. So, moving on to events. Now today, at 7:30 p.m., we will be hosting games of Scribble.io. Tomorrow there will be a type racer tournament, and we will be playing Gartic Phone during the night. On Sunday, just as I mentioned, we will be talking to GPT-3, which is one of the world's basically most advanced AI. And on Monday, we will be hosting a Minecraft lockout competition. More details on these events soon. Just check check the events channel. That's where everything will be posted. And now on to prizes. So
So we have swag and participation prizes. All participants will be eligible for stickers, but you have to contact your club leader to get them. There are a limited supply. And then
and
all
just
participants, yes.
to add on, if your school is not a representative for stickers, we do have shipping for those who are like outside of the host school. So, but that will come.
We only have a
later in the
limited account amount.
Yeah, so first come, first serve. But that will be announced later. You can continue, Serena.
Yeah, and then all participants will also receive number one, a free 5-year subscription for TaxAid, and number two, a free 1 month Rappel.it hacker plan, and then a free month of Echo AR 3D, a 25 discount on a 1 password subscription, a free .xyz domain, and a free monthly trial of Interview Cake. Thanks,
Yep.
thanks to our sponsors.
Yeah. And next, the big prizes that, well, not the big prize, but Serena, you want to go on?
For sure. So next we have the most creative prize, a most on theme prize. So for the most creative prize is given to the team with the most original and unique. By the way, all the team members will win a $15 Steam game of their choice. And then for the most on theme prize is given to the team whose project is most related to the theme, improving student life.
Yeah, and if you didn't know, the hackathon this year, our theme is improving student lives. Now, this is a very vague theme, but feel free to interpret it however you want. Maybe you're going to develop a game that like portrays a student improving their lives. I don't know. It's up to you, and ultimately, it's up to you to explain why it relates to the theme in your final video. And Serena, you want to continue?
And then all team members will also win a monthly subscription of Discord Nitro. Yay!
All right, and now for the prizes you've all been waiting for. This is the grand prizes. Now, Serena, you want to go through them?
For the grand prizes, it will be given to the top teams whose project have the most creativity, practicality, fast design, and the best focus on the theme. The winning team will receive a $200 Amazon gift card. And then for the runner-up, second place team will receive a approximately 100. It's not approximately. It is $100 Amazon gift.
Yeah. And now,
We
Serena,
have
you
the
want to go ahead?
draw. All participants will be eligible to win draw prizes, but your team must submit a valid prompt. These prizes may include a Dash Mini Waffle Maker, a Razer Death Adder gaming mouse, $10 Steam games, Steam, Google Play, Apple gift cards.
And yeah, note that these prizes are not final, so we may remove some and we may add like new prizes depending on what people like want, or I don't know. It's just up to change. But this is likely the final list. And now a special prize, and this is the workshops and event prizes. Now, over the course of this hackathon, you may know that we're hosting workshops and events. Now, we have a sort of point system where basically if you join a workshop or if you join an event, we basically will keep note of that. And if you win an event, like if we're hosting a type racer competition and you win, or if we're hosting the Minecraft lockout competition and you win, we will give you extra points. And at the end, whoever participated in the most events and won the most events will win a Logitech G910 gaming keyboard, thanks to our sponsor, Free Geek Vancouver. However, we don't just allow anybody to win this. You can't just join the hackathon, play a few games, attend a few workshops, and win a fancy keyboard. Your team must submit a project to be eligible, so keep this in mind. And now on to our sponsors. Anderson, you want to explain?
Yeah, so thanks to our sponsors, we're able to offer a lot of core prizes. So in particular, Pixelpad, Canada Youth Robotics Club, and Free Geek Vancouver, as well as Replit, .xyz, Cascade, Interview Cake, Echo 3D, and 1Password.
And this is our primary sponsor. Tyler, do you actually want to do an explanation for us on what Pixelpad is?
Yeah, sure. So Pixelpad is a really good tool for making games online in your web browser. So if you go online to the website pixelpad.io, what you'll get is essentially it's like Unity but online and in Python. So you can develop games in your web browser with Python with Pixelpad, which is really cool because there's no like weird like fancy setup you need to do. You just need to register and then you just make an account and then you can start making games immediately. So even actually like export pixelpad games and embed them into your own website via like HTML. So it's a really cool platform and it's got a really low barrier for entry. We'll be holding a workshop actually using pixelpad tomorrow. So look forward to that.
Yeah.
And thanks to pixelpad for the sponsorship.
Yeah, if you're interested in getting into game dev, we highly recommend checking out Pixelpad and tomorrow's workshop. Now moving on to our second primary sponsor, Kevin, do you want to do an explanation for us?
Okay, so basically the Canadian Robotics Club is like basically a nonprofit organization for like both elementary and high school students who are like basically into STEM. So out there, basically we host we also host some like STEM related workshops, a little bit like coding contests, and we also do offer like classes for those like who want to learn a bit like robotics, like Arduino, and like just like computer parts and that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're interested in STEM, highly recommend checking them out. And on to our final primary sponsor, now Free Geek Vancouver. Now I know a lot of you probably recognize this our sponsor. I'm sure a lot of you already volunteered there before, but I'll just go over them for the people who don't know who they are. Now, Free Geek is basically a nonprofit organization located here in Vancouver, and their goal is to provide free, accessible, and affordable education on STEM, technology, computer parts to basically everybody in Vancouver. Now, for high school students, Free Geek actually runs a volunteer program, and this what you do inside the volunteer program can range from a ton of different stuff, like working with computer parts and and they have just reopened from the pandemic. So if you're applying to college or you need volunteer experience for like registering for a job or something, we highly recommend you check them out. I think they're currently hiring volunteers, so you should definitely contact them if you're interested. And that concludes the opening ceremony. So starting from exactly right now, 5:04, you may start coding. One last reminder is that if you have not signed up at DevPost yet, you will need to do that if you want to submit your project. And you must remember to also include all your team members as well. But other than that, this is pretty much it.
If
One
you
more
haven't
thing.
gotten a
Speaking of
participant,
teams,
go contact your club leader.
Yeah, Anderson?
can I add one more thing. If you are currently competing alone, I highly encourage you to go to #FindATeam and send out a message because competing in a team is a lot more fun. So
Yeah.
that's my advice.
And for any like I know there's a lot of graphic designers in this server. So if, for example, your team is has a ton of good programming people, but no like front end developer or person who can make fancy graphics, we highly recommend try and find like a student who can like work with you. You make a new friend, you help someone without a team, and you genuinely improve your own chances at winning.
Yeah, so one more thing I wanted to mention. I had someone ask me earlier, how do you create a team on DevPost? So the way it's going to work is when you submit your project, you'll be able to add your teammates to your submission. So
Mhm.
that also means that you have like the whole weekend to get your team in order. So be aware of that.
Yeah. And yeah, this concludes the formal part of our opening ceremony. Me and Serena and Anderson are still going to stay in here just in case any of you have any questions. So feel free to ask your questions inside the opening ceremony chat. And Joe, do you mind allowing participants to speak in the voice channel now?
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
Otherwise, happy hacking.
Yeah. And good luck as well.
Good luck, everyone.
Sweet.
All right, so everybody, I think you should be able to unmute and talk now. Please don't all unmute at the same time. That would be very disastrous. But if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat or talk to us directly. Um,
Someone says they still can't speak.
can they still not speak? Joe, can you check? It should.
Otherwise, we can just use the
Connection
chat.
issue, maybe.
Yeah, I can
You
ask in the
can.
chat for them.
It's probably better to use the chat then.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
So if anyone has any questions,
Yeah, we'll be staying here for another 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, just if anybody has any questions.
Okay, I think you should be able to speak now.
Hi. So quick question. For submissions, does it have to be do we have to make something that's like something that's like really fancy with like beautiful graphics and all that, or can we just make like something like a terminal based app?
Well, I can answer this one. So basically, graphics, it's not going to dictate if you win or not. Let me just make that clear. Just because you have good graphics doesn't mean you're going to win. In fact, you could have no. The point is, with design, it's you just basically need to make it cohesive. We don't want something like that looks like it came out of like the year 1999. Like we want something modern if you're going with like a graphical user interface. But if you make a terminal app, that's a different scenario. And by that, then we're going to look, is the terminal app like cluttered? Do you use like colors in your terminal? And so it's graphics doesn't mean like using a GUI and stuff. It just means making your like theme of your application consistent.
Yeah. If graphics are like an important part of like the project you're making, yeah, we'll look at them. But if you're making a project that doesn't really involve the graphical side because you do have the freedom to do that, then we won't really care about that, right?
All right. Are there any other questions? What if I have front end but no back end? If you're talking about team members, I'm sure there are plenty of people inside like the Find a Team channel that are willing to partner with you.
for projects, they are going to be judged on how well functioning they are. So if you just submit a website that doesn't do anything, you'll probably score less highly.
Mm-hmm. Uh, Right. Are there any other questions? Oh,
Conan,
can I? Unfortunately not, I think, because when we're operating on the BC money that we got, we have to follow law, and one of the requirements that we were given is that participants need to be from Greater Vancouver. So unfortunately, you can still claim the
Definitely.
sponsorship prizes though. So
Wait, would it be possible to hold the prizes and like when they come back to Vancouver, they can get a ship to them?
oh, are the like
No.
a local
No, we're from
Vancouver?
USA.
Are you
No.
based in the USA or are you like currently
He's based
in the USA?
USA. He DM'd me earlier.
What?
Okay. Yeah. If you have a local address here in Vancouver, then we are legally allowed. Unfortunately, if you don't have one,
So
we cannot.
it's more for high school students in Greater Vancouver. Even if you live in Vancouver,
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
There's another guy that has a question.
Oh, why are my parents? Well, maybe if you like work hard in this hackathon, you can disappoint them.
But yeah, you can win the first prize.
Yeah, I can win the.
you could win a waffle maker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure every parent would be proud if you win a waffle maker. Making something. Oh, what is lockout? Good question. So, Minecraft lockout, if you don't know, it's like a mini game where you have two teams, and they're competing against each other to complete tasks. So, I will post a brief guide about I think tonight or tomorrow. It does require installing a few Forge mods. So, but that will be covered in the guide. It's Squid Games in Minecraft. Yeah, you can search up a lockout Minecraft lockout on Google, and it's there's like lots of videos on it, and you could figure out that way.
We'll probably post more info about the judging criteria later.
Yeah. The requirements. What would easily be accessible? Yeah, I think Joe answered it pretty well, but I'll go over it again. Basically, basically,
Usability.
yeah, accessible. Like if you're making a website post, this is not really required anymore since we're basically judging everything on the 3-minute video that you submit. But if you do want to show off something extra, feel free to like you have to make it accessible. That's basically uploading to Google Drive. Oh, for submitting the project, dev post, well, we require you to submit a .zip file of your code because we want to make sure there's no malware involved or anything like suspicious. But yeah, that basically.
I don't think we mentioned it in the opening ceremony, but
how
just for
did
the
you
record,
get
when you submit dev post, dev post, we require you to submit a video, a link to your code, as well as answer a few basic questions about your project. So that's all that we're asking for.
Are there any other questions?
Not, we'll leave it here, and if anyone has any questions later, you can ask in what's the channel? Ask for help. So
when is scribble.io? That will be hosted today at 7:30. Well, 7:30 is when like the VC is opened, and we'll probably start around 7:45.
So if you go to the website and check the schedule, you should be able to.
Yep. Our entire schedule is also posted on our website. So if you have any questions about the schedule, we
encourage you to go to the website and check.
About using Wix. Some guys asking.
If I do Google's, oh, I think if you have it make more than, I would say like Yeah, I think if you get it to make 100% of your code, that wouldn't be. We would probably overrule that. But I think if you use it to help you, or if, I think we're gonna allow it. But main drawback is you can't really make a good site and yeah.
Hackathon. We do want there to be actual code that you wrote inside your project. So
yeah. I mean, yeah, if you want to like use it to like start your thing and then like modify it later, feel free to do that. You're allowed to use any tool that you feel like is appropriate for your thing.
for the
I
record,
also
for
don't
any
think that like C++ counts more than Python.
The submission close at 8. I have like 1 megabyte Wi-Fi. Well, okay, I was gonna say to get
Submit
better Wi-Fi, but
earlier.
I'll actually answer it.
Just
Um,
pick language wisely. You don't have to
yeah,
use
the submissions are technically open like right now. You can literally submit anything if you want, but we're going to be opening the gallery on Monday night, so that's when submissions like officially start. And the close at 8, like strictly at 8. So we suggest you like upload your thing, complete your thing by like right after Tuesday after school or something, or just straight up submit it Monday night.
For any beginners in chat, if something goes wrong, if your project is you find something too difficult, we are okay with less like real tools. Like we're okay with something like a Scratch submission.
Oh yeah, that. Do you have to credit every stack? If the for Stack Overflow,
Good
if they don't
reasonable.
strictly ask for credibility, then don't. If they ask for like credit, then obviously you do. But I don't think anybody on Stack Overflow is there for like credit. The main thing we're using is like, say you're using a font or you're using like some stock image that has a like license on it, or if you're like copying a like library for someone from someone else, then we do require you to credit them. Yeah, if someone can build. Oh,
All right, we've lost video.
we've lost the. Okay, yeah. If someone can make.
I think we can just leave it here,
Yeah.
and if
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there.
And ask
Okay.
the question again.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
can
it's-
still ask questions, but we'll just like message you instead, I guess.
Yeah. The help channel is where all questions there are. There are threads inside the help info, and that's where if you want more detailed help. And I think I have what is it? All the channels with notifications. So if you want to reach us the fastest, please use those channels. Also, please do not ping at vsHacks teams if you're asking for a question. We will be creating an at mentor role, so you can ping that role.
we're going tentative, but we'll probably have office hours at some point. So if you have
Yeah,
any
I mean, most of us will be online tomorrow and Sunday, so if you do want to like one-on-one chat, or if you do want one of the mentors to help you with something, just feel free to ping us inside the wait, is there a ask for mentor channel or no? Where's the help channels? Yeah, just feel free to ping us and ask for help, and we can join the help VC. But yeah, I think this covers the how to start a hackathon workshop will be starting in 10 minutes. So I'm going to leave now, and this is the end of our Q&A. If you have any further questions, just ask us in the help channel.
good luck on your projects.